Very good morning to all my dear students. Welcome to St. Angel's Public School, Bagpat. Online Economics classes part 16, class 12 Commerce. As you know that we are working from our home. So my dear student, today we will discuss chapter number 6, which is from macroeconomics book. As you know that in my previous video we have discussed bank rate, repo rate, reverse repo rate, and open market operations. But today we will discuss legal reserve requirement. Legal reserve requirement. First of all, what is the definition of legal reserve requirement? Legal reserve requirement, or you can say legal reserve ratio. Legal reserve requirement is the summation of cash reserve ratio and statutory liquidity ratio. Cash reserve ratio and statutory liquidity ratio. This is the definition of LRR. See, according to this, commercial banks are obliged to maintain reserves on two accounts. You can say that RBI, or you can say legal reserve requirement is used to control money supply by the RBI. See, cash reserve ratio. What is the definition of cash reserve ratio? See, it refers to the minimum percentage of net demand and time liabilities to be kept by commercial banks with the central bank. First of all, we will understand, or we can say we will study first of all net demand and time liabilities. What do you mean by net demand and time liability? See, we will understand this with the help of formula and numerical example. See here, what is the formula of net demand and time liability? NDTL means net demand and time liabilities is equal to demand and time liabilities means demand and time liabilities means deposits minus deposits with other banks. See, suppose, take an example to understand this formula. Suppose a bank, suppose a bank has deposited rupee 5,000 with the other bank, and its means that bank its total demand and time liabilities including the other bank deposit. See here is rupee 10,000. Then Then calculate NDTL. NDTL means, what is the formula of NDTL? See, NDTL is equal to demand and time liabilities means rupee 10,000. Rupee 10,000 means total demand and time liability means rupee 10,000. So right here 10,000 minus deposits with other bank. See, a bank has deposited rupee 5,000 with the other bank. So deposits with other bank is rupee 5,000 means net demand and time liability is rupee 5,000. It means that see here, this 5,000 will be considered as NDTL, means net demand and time liability. First of all, commercial banks will calculate their NDTL, and then after, see here, it refers to the see it refers to the minimum percentage of net demand and time liabilities. Means, according to my example, net demand and time liabilities is rupees 5,000. Rupees 5,000 means minimum percentage of rupees 5,000 according to my example, to be kept by commercial banks with the central bank. Suppose percentage, minimum percentage is 10%. Minimum percentage is 10%, means 10% of 5,000 is 500. 10% of 5,000 is 500 means it refers to the minimum percentage of net demand and time liability means rupee 500, to be kept by commercial banks with the central bank. I hope all of you have understood. First of all, what is the meaning of what is how can you calculate net demand and time liabilities? Means, firstly, commercial banks will calculate their net demand and time liabilities. And what is the formula of net demand and time liabilities? Here, demand and time liabilities minus deposits with other banks. See this example. Suppose a bank has deposited rupee 5,000, means that is deposits with other banks, and its total demand and time liability including the other bank deposit 10,000, means demand and time liabilities to be 10,000. Then 10,000 minus 5,000, you will get NDTL, means net demand and time liabilities. I hope it is clear. See, then after commercial bank, then commercial banks, see here, then after commercial bank then to be kept by, we can minimum percentage. You can see that minimum percentage of this amount, to be kept by commercial banks with the central bank. I hope all of you have understood what is the formula of net demand and time liabilities. But see, now see, I'm explaining what is demand, what is the meaning of demand and time liabilities. What is the meaning of demand and time? Demand and time liability means demand liabilities and time liability. Demand liability and time liability. What do you mean by, first of all, see, please try to understand meaning of demand liability, time liability and deposits with other banks. First of all, I'm explaining demand liability. See, what is demand liability? Demand liability is a type of liability. Demand liability is a type of liability that is payable. That is payable on demand. That is payable on demand. Always remember, demand liability is a type of liability that is payable. Main line, that is payable on demand. Suppose when you deposit your money, in savings account, or either in saving accounts or current accounts, of a bank, then it is a liability. For the bank. To repay it back to you, whenever you demand it to do so. I hope meaning of demand liability is clear. Again I am repeating, demand liability is a type of liability that is payable on demand. Suppose we can say, when you deposit your money either in saving account or current account of a bank, then it is a liability for the bank to repay it back to you whenever you demand it to do so. I hope meaning of this clear. See, after this I am explaining time liability. Time liability. See, time liability. See what I'm explaining here. Time. What is the meaning of time liability? See here. So see here. Example of demand liability will be, examples of demand liabilities are saving accounts, current accounts, or you can say the demand drafts. What are the examples of demand liability? Savings account, and current accounts, demand drafts, means all will be fall under the demand liability of a bank. See next, time liability. Time liability is a type of liability that is payable, after a term. Term means, you can say, or time period. After a time period. In other words, you can say in simple terms, it has a fixed time period. Time liability has a fixed time period to mature. Let's take an example to understand this. Again I am repeating definition of time liability. Time liability is a type of liability that is payable after a fixed period of time, after a maturity of fixed period. You can say after a maturity period of fixed period, in other words, you can say that time liability has a fixed period of time to mature. See example, when you deposit your money, in fixed deposits. When you deposit your money in fixed deposit. Again I am repeating, when you deposit your money in fixed deposits, or you can say in gold deposits, or you can say etc., the bank is liable to pay it with interest. Then bank is liable to pay it with interest at the time of its maturity. Means examples of time liabilities are fixed deposits, gold deposits, etc. I hope meaning of time liability is clear. Meaning of demand liability is clear. See now I'm going to explain deposits with other banks. See deposits.